Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
We're doing another review.
For Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Did I,
And
spell it- did I say the topic right?
yeah, you said the title right.
It's Fantasy Beasts or Fantastic.
No, it's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, this might be a little late, but that's because it's a little bit late when we last saw it too. So we're not entirely 100% on our details, but whatever. I don't care. I want to do it.
It's like we watched it last weekend, right? And today
I can't tell you
Yeah,
honestly.
no, it's last weekend. So how are you familiar with Harry Potter movies?
I watched up till 5, and then I didn't watch the rest.
You didn't watch 6 with me with your mom together?
Nope, that was 5.
I didn't watch 5, but I did watch 6 with your mom.
It was 5. Because I didn't watch 6. I didn't watch 7. I didn't watch.
No, I'm pretty sure because the Half-Blood Prince.
I did
was
not
always
watch
with your
that
mom.
one. I did not watch that one.
Eli's mom is big Harry Potter fan. She watched everything. She read everything.
Yeah, she has that kind of thing.
I read the book until 5, and then as I said, I watched the. I think I really. I'm confused. I thought I watched 6 with your mom. So you say it's 5?
I don't remember the Half Blood Prince at all. So at least 5, I go okay. I kind of remember a little bit of this movie, but I kind of tuned out through most of it.
Yeah. It just kind of made me feel kind of lost interest because it's way too long. I really like that first 3, like 4. That kind of made me lose interest.
Well, I mean that's the problem with me, I guess, and that's the problem with me with this movie. Like, if it was just about certain aspects of what they're presenting, maybe I'd be a lot more interested in it. But because it, like, the Harry Potter series is so like, oh, then we do this, and then we do that, and then we do this, and then we do that. In a book, it works because your brain's allowing you to imagine this complex world.
Yeah, I don't think it actually will.
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
But like the first and second and third Harry Potter book, I was really into it.
Yeah, because they are focused just one thing, and
Not really. Like, every now and then they would go to like Gringotts or something like that. They would do something completely like in the middle of them investigating who the bad guy is. They would go have a fun day.
well, because
And
it's
it's like-
following school schedule.
Yeah, which is fine. But like it's not like in the fourth and fifth books, it got more actiony and less. Oh, we got a schedule to follow. It's more like, oh no, shit's happening now.
Yeah.
And like when it comes to the movies, it's like even the first and second and third Harry Potter movie, I wasn't as into as the books. Like, I know you hear that for everything, but like my point is like you can get a lot more from your imagination than you can when they have to take these words that are in the book, condense it to a 2-hour film. It's actually more than an hour, 2 hours, I think.
No, I think just 2 hours.
And
For most of it.
you got to get these like actors, like this was the very beginning where they just had to, who looks the most like who. It's just like, okay, I guess I could see that guy as that guy, but stuff like that. And it's not even that bothers me. It's just like all this stuff has to be condensed in a certain amount of time in order to get people in and out.
But this movie, the Fantastic Beasts series, is written for the movie. Why still have same problem for you?
Because it still has that same feeling. It's mind-boggling. Well, like, I always like movies where they're like, I don't like a slow movie, but I like a slow movie that has reasons to be slow. Like, you have like an action-packed sequence, and then you have a sequence after that where you start learning about the effects of the action-packed sequence. And I like that because that develops character. It shows you what the risks are. Like, oh well, we're destroying things, but it's for the good of the people. You get to build up your environment as well. Like, or stakes. Stakes are always important with a slow build. You can't build up stakes if you're constantly having people shoot at you. Like, it's really hard. In this case, when it comes to this movie, I feel like from the get-go, you're just like you're not really given. Like, you know the point of the movie. It's the Fantastic Beasts, It's making sure the Fantastic Beasts aren't revealed and war, that's thrown at your face like 15 times. But my problem is like it was so fast paced with the way they were trying to introduce you into the world. There was never a moment where you could just enjoy it. Actually there were moments, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't even like 5 minutes in the movie.
Well, I do think it's more than 5 minutes, but it feels so
it doesn't
fast.
Feel
it
that
feels
way.
so fast. It's I understand one moment. The moment when they finally slow the fuck down, and then they trying to take care of the beasts in the suitcase.
That's a slow down moment.
I love that.
He's
moment.
actually explaining the beasts,
and that's the only actual part is about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them
and his goals and what he's even doing there,
yeah.
and like why he even exists.
And
the story.
The rest of the movie is about war
and wizards, and
war.
The humans can't know about us because it would be war. It's like it's the same schlock like you see in like Alien versus Predator movies or something like that. It's just like, oh, we can't disturb the balance because if we disturb the balance, it will mean war. Like any
you
fantasy
disturb
movie.
balance here. You don't have a Harry Potter movie later.
Well,
so
that's another problem. It's like everything you're seeing right now. It's like, of course they're gonna get away.
Prequel.
Of course they're gonna get away with everything.
Yep.
Because there's no way the heroes don't fix everything, because otherwise you would have to hear something about this in the future, right? Like, oh yeah, the wizarding world was revealed in New York around the 1920s before Hitler. It's just like that would be a big fucking deal. And this is my problem. So I didn't watch 6, 7, or 8, and it seems like this movie's kind of like the lore, at least, and all the spells and all the shit going on. It's kind of targeted in that
People
area
who
movies.
watch the
The finale of Harry Potter.
Especially they introduced the spoiler.
Already you're gonna.
They
throw
introduced
that?
a man bad guy, which they mentioned in the Harry Potter 7A book. Well, which that person actually mentioned in the first book already, but
it was such a side character idea that it didn't seem important until
yeah,
you learn.
until then, oh shit, that
in the
guy
last
actually
book,
taught,
it actually
gave
matters.
the Voldemort the idea. How the wizard school and you kill all
He gave him the
non-wizards.
The Hitler idea. Where,
Yeah, that person is in this movie.
Well, you don't really realize that until the very end when they literally just throw him at you out of nowhere. And like that's the part where I'm just like, this is the problem, because like apparently there's gonna be 7 more versions.
No,
of
the movie total is 5, but
that's still a lot.
Yeah, as I know, it's totally 5, and who knows what will be the final will be 2. Who knows, right? Because it happened before, so might as well.
True.
Well,
the problem is when you plan for a big epilogue, and then people go, you know what, we were fine with these 2, we don't care anymore. And then, they lose money, and then the movie just stops, and then you're just like, well, that sucks. You guys...
I don't think it will ever stop. At least it open. Well, it's weakest out of all Harry Potter movie, but still doing good enough, I think. So I think we'll keep going.
I mean, I didn't hear too much about it. I know Doctor Strange did a lot better than it.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't knock off Doctor Strange. So that should tell you right there that
I thought it did.
Did it?
Whatever, it's not important. So, so far I can tell it should be good enough to have a sequel.
Oh, it's getting a sequel, but the problem is it going to get another one after that, and another one after that, and another one after that?
Know.
And the problem and I'm still going to come back to this, the problem I had with this movie is they introduced too many things.
I totally agree.
And not enough explanation for any of them. Like they expect you to have watched the entire Harry Potter series, because they're not going to explain magic to you. Just immediately, they're just transporting each other and doing... If you've never seen a Harry Potter movie, and this is your first Harry Potter journey, you're confused. Because you don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just doing magic, right? They don't explain what their teleportation spell, they don't explain their...
If you accept this magic, anything the wizards do in the movie should be acceptable, right?
I guess that's true, but that's true for any fantasy movie. In this one, it has structure. Like, if you so like I knew basically the spells they were doing because I watched the first 4 to 5 Harry Potter movies where they teach that shit. So like they teach you the teleportation spell. They teach you the making the Muggles think there's something else.
Okay, to be fair, the use of this spell way more than the other movie.
Too much, almost to an absurd degree where it's like there's no other spells. like in Harry Potter, they show you all these different ways to handling a situation, like if you're in danger, right? And in this movie, they only do like 3, like and like the biggest thing in this movie is like making people forget there's magic. Like there's a magic potion that just erases their brains.
But this movie is still Fantastic Beasts, so you still need to make beasts way stronger than the magic. So it does feel that way. Beasts has power stronger than the wizard.
But they're not important.
They're not important in this movie for some fucking reason.
At all.
The movie's name is Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
Like a lot of distraction happens because of them, where he has to take time out of his day to go do stuff. But the main point of the movie, it has nothing to do with beasts. I guess if you consider one of the beasts he has is like not even a beast. It's like a horror crime or something like that. Like the Salem witch trials made witches have to hide.
Obsidious?
Obscurion or something like that.
Something like that.
And basically it's like a person who has magic powers who doesn't want to be a magical person, so they repress it and they turn it into an alternate form, and then it turns dark energy, and it turns into like a boogeyman basically that can kill everyone. And apparently this hasn't been a thing for a while, even though it would make sense to me that there'd be these things everywhere because there's racism and
against magic
and like all in America, everyone is just completely against magic. Like
for some reason.
Like I get it, it's Salem witch trials. There's still people still cuckoo about that. I would think the religion part would make more sense if they had like religion be like, well, God thinks you're like that would make more sense to me because that's America. So, like even D&D is considered the devil by today's standards by extreme Christians. So like but of course they're not going to touch that because
too much.
They don't want to alienate that demographic. That's where the money is, right? They don't.
Anyway, so
well, no, they say this is the devil anyway, don't they?
Yes.
So what? Why does it matter?
Anyway, so as we just keep saying, this movie is called Fantastic Beasts, but it's not about beasts. But I don't know why it's this way. It's because in the beginning, what's her name? J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
She just want to write a side book about the magic people, the Fantastic Beasts. Just want to write Fantastic Beasts and a way to find it as a standalone, just side project series.
Yeah, just have some fun with your world.
And
right?
then some movie executive producer convinced her to turn this fucking thing into a movie. So we have two not really, very not connected, not related plot. They need to go through, and then one is about Fantastic Beasts, another one is about the Wizard War, and so I feel like the Wizard was just put that in later because we need to make this a franchise. We need a 5 movie about that. So what's the main plot? Well, cannot be the Fantastic Beasts because it's kind of fun time adventure we will see in this movie, which I love. And then no, that's not good enough for for a fucking serious movie. So what should we do? Well, should be the Wizard War. So this movie should be the Wizard War and where to find them.
I do think the biggest problem this movie has is it's trying to connect back to Harry Potter. Yeah. If it had been its own separate thing...
Yeah, it's just about the world of Harry Potter. It's not about the ongoing
We don't
war.
care
it's
about...
to the Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Then this movie could make more sense. Well, not this story will be way more sense and more fun, but... No, what we get
like
is...
we don't really care about the main character. Like his ultimate goal seems to be like, oh, get interested in this plot at the end.
Yep.
and like his original idea just kind of floats out of his head, and
then you need to
you get no answers.
You give him a backstory. That's a girl he loves, and he makes trouble in
he needs to go back to England now.
Yeah, he had a problem with Hogwarts, and then it must be with Dumbledore, because Dumbledore kind of like him, so trying to protect him.
Oh yeah, they mentioned Dumbledore's name at least 5 times.
And since the main villain in this movie is Dumbledore's
rival.
No, lover.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't know.
So that guy broke his heart so hard.
So I didn't know any of that.
Anyway.
Wait, so Johnny Depp is his lover?
Yes.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Well, correct me about it because I didn't really watch it anyway.
Well, that's the problem. I never watched the last 3 movies.
I just and
I didn't read the book, so
on the internet. So
I can't. This is my biggest problem. I'm just saying from like my own personal perspective of how I enjoy movies. This one, there were many parts I liked, but a lot of parts I was like, this isn't fun. This isn't enjoyable.
Let's separate them. Let's talk about the things you like.
Well, it's very easy. Like the things I like are the things that the movie should have focused on the entire time, which is the majestic beasts, or maybe even more comedy scenes with
Newt and
the normal guy
and that's non-magic people here.
Yeah,
and he's
that would have been great.
Us the normal people ourselves should relate with.
Well, even like, don't even take that account. Just think like people who have, they live the Harry Potter series. They know everything there is about Harry Potter. It's like, well, what about somebody who doesn't? How about somebody who's just completely has no fucking idea what Harry Potter is? That was this guy. The guy who just wants to get a bakery and live a normal life, and suddenly he's in a land of fucking ridiculous magic that makes no fucking sense at all. And he's just supposed to like deal with it, and
which is pretty fun.
I love that. I think that should have been the point of the movie. Just those two going around, finding each of the beasts like a Mega Man game.
Yes,
and just it would have been fun.
Yeah,
and you could make 7 movies out of that. Like each beast is a movie. Why not? You know, it's not enough drama. Where's the Harry Potter elements? Who cares? This is about fantastic beasts.
Yeah,
not about fucking Voldemort's asshole dad and fucking
his
Dumbledore. Dumbledore's gonna come back and do karate. I don't care. This is the problem. The final movie, like I kept hearing it in the theaters. It's like, Dumbledore. The last movie's gonna be Dumbledore versus the guy, and it's gonna be an epic movie. And it's like, this is the exact same problem with like when Star Wars, when like it's like, it's Anakin versus Obi-Wan. When he first turned, it's gonna be the epic whatever, and it wasn't.
It's still epic. It's fighting in volcano. How epic do you want?
It's literally like you're trying to make a wedding cake out of like fireworks. It's like you're going in a direction that doesn't prove your point at all.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, look how marvelous it is. I prepped it up to be so big, and it's like, yeah, that's why it's gonna fail. Because you're trying to do things that
you're trying to make souffle, but it's not racing, basically.
Yes.
Or racing too much, it spill over.
You're trying to make a souffle, but you have no idea how to make one, and you've told everyone in the room that you're the master of making souffles. So when you fail,
they have like 8 souffle they made before. They should make this one pretty well, supposedly.
Well, that's an even bigger problem.
They have 8 souffle before. Now they have a lava cake. They say they can make it well.
Well, that's the thing. They've hired a new chef. It's like the last chef. Yeah.
It's the same director from the last movies. So
I guess it's not the director's problem then. It's just the overall idea that we need this to be another money-making franchise.
Yes. And to compete with Marvel. Because Warner Brothers needs some cash cow who is DC Universe making money, but it's not doing too well.
DC is failing them, so turn to the Harry Potter franchise.
Well,
it saved them every other time, right?
Yeah.
It'll save them this time. Here's my bigger point. I don't think it was a bad movie.
No, it's not.
I'm not against the movie. This could have been just as good as Harry Potter. but it's not.
No.
And that's a problem. Like, this should be just as good as Harry Potter.
So let's talk about the other part, the Wizard War of this.
What, you mean the Harry Potter parts in the movie?
No, I'm talking about the well, as I mentioned, the plot has two lines. One is about Fantastic Beasts. The main character actually care about.
Yeah.
The other part is
what's happening around them.
Yeah, the magic war and the segregation between the mages and non-mages, and that they actually cause problem because someone is repressed their magic power, so they cause problem.
That's the problem I had with the movie, was that part of the movie, because like it was so forced,
it's very forced.
the problems happening to the world, that it didn't feel real at all. And it's such an easy plot to do. Like, all you have to do is just build up fear and skepticism, because World War II is just around the bend.
No.
Yes, it is.
The time is 1923
It's 23 something.
So World War II is
it's a couple years away.
Something.
No, it was 37 when
It's
things
still
started going
10
wrong.
years.
Yeah, but there was still problems happening.
Especially they confront J.K.
It took a long time.
The J.K. Rowling, and then they did say the final movie will be in the 40s.
So after the war?
No, during the war. Should be around World War II.
Okay.
And it's the time where the Voldemort coming out too. So this seems
well. This is my point. Why can't you use history as like a nice stabilization for your story arc? It's easy. Lord of the Rings fucking did it. You can do it too. It doesn't require that much effort to go, okay, before the war, everything's good, right? You know, America's happy. Europe's not doing so well. Russia is having problems, obviously. Like, there's the...
revolution.
Yeah, there's revolution and the was it Red October or something like that?
That's
communism.
That's 19, like, I forget. 19...
It was like 18 or something. It was right after World War One.
No, it's 19...
Or was it during World War One? Anyway, that's
I'm
not the
pretty
point.
sure.
But like, Europe's not doing as well as America, and that should have been what this movie felt like. And we didn't really get that sense of foreboding. You know, the only foreboding thing we got was Johnny Depp doing the hissy, you know, that shit. And it's just like, that doesn't tell me anything.
So do you like the real bad guy, which he disguises, and the real bad guy, which is
I want to know what happened.
The kid became the obsidian.
I thought that was
upset,
the problem is that could have been used more cleverly. Like
they're trying to have red herring.
They red herring a little too hard. Like, it's
Did
like,
you fall for it? Your mom fell for it. She was so surprised.
I didn't really fall for it because it didn't matter to me, because both
Yeah,
kids
true.
would have reacted exactly the same way.
Good point. Very good point. They should act different way. That's why the way him would be.
Because the way this guy was treating him, it's like, he's just an asshole. Of course the kid's not an idiot, and he's gonna fucking blast his ass as soon as he realizes how much of an idiot this guy's been.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's like he has all the power, right? Or like the little girl has all the power. Like, in my impression, like, the little girl, like, she would have done it out of fear. Whereas, like, you know, the kid has more reason to want to murder people. So it's like, I knew it was him the whole time, but what I didn't know is why wasn't he murdering people the whole fucking time?
I don't think he can control his power to...
Which is a good excuse, but they didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that.
So...
Because it's more like he subconsciously killed
He let his anger gain... It's Star Wars logic.
Would-be mayor guy... The mayor...
Well, the guy...
That's not even point. Who didn't care?
That's another thing. So the mayor called these normal human beings, because you gotta assume they're normal human beings, dirty little pieces of shit, you know, like he called them something like weird, like something like in the Harry Potter movies you would see like Malfoy say, like, you mudbloods, you know, like you're disgusting pieces of filth. And to me, I'm thinking, oh, is this guy a magician? Like, is he like a secret magician? No, he's just an asshole.
An asshole.
And it's just like, no, that makes no sense at all. You can't have him just suddenly, like, say something that racist.
That's pretty true. I understand that because, now you mentioned, I just feel, why would he dislike the people after they want their money?
They're Christians, right? This is your voting populace, and you're telling them, fuck you. You're in my dad's hotel. Fuck you. And it's just like, what? You be like your father. Your father's not telling him to fuck off. He's just not interested. He's just like, no, we're not interested in crazy people talk right now. You know, like, but the kid was like full on, like, I wish you weren't born. You're such a waste of filth. And it's just like, that is. I thought it was a plot point because it's like, oh, they're trying to make us think this guy's like a magician, and he knows this guy's like not a magician but has some magic in him. Because that's what the Russell Crowe character was doing the whole time.
Who?
Not Russell Crowe. What's his name?
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
He's trying so hard to be American. I don't know why.
But the entire time he's like, every time he like meets this kid, he's just constantly like, oh yeah, no, the power's inside you. No, believe in the heart of the cards. And you know he's using them because he's a bad guy in this film.
Yeah.
But like the whole time I'm just like, well, there has to be something with the kid because why would he care? Because like the guy Colin Farrell constantly is going, I've had visions of what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. You're the chosen one.
You'll find
the
real chosen one for me.
And it's just like, oh, he was the chosen one, I guess. And just, you know, Colin Farrell, i.e. the evil overlord death mage made a mistake.
Yeah, that's a fucking stupid mistake he made.
And you could tell he was like, oh shit, I made a mistake, because he's actively like going, oh, I just told that kid to fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Well, he's not dead because he's super powerful mage. That's another problem I have with this. You need, like, if you're gonna set up what's the name of the stupid ass guy? Since the Dumbledore's lover, Grimora or whatever.
Gryffindor,
yeah.
I don't know.
He's basically like the wizard's Hitler. So, yeah. like in the beginning of the movie, you see newspapers of him kicking ass all over Europe and causing issues, and he's disappeared. And so, here's my problem. You don't see how powerful he is till the very end, and even then you don't know if that's his real power or he's just fucking with us. Right? Because the entire time you're like, oh, well, Colin Farrell's really good at magic because he's like the defense minister or something like that. Yeah. And then it turns out, no, he's the uber wizard.
How did he
What's his name?
Have this, what's a position? I don't even know. Did he just replace the...
So my point is just like, we don't know how powerful this guy is. He could literally, like, probably kill everyone.
We didn't know how powerful Dumbledore was. Well, he did.
We kind of get an idea that Dumbledore was kind of a omega badass.
He killed Harry Potter's parent. That's evil enough, I guess.
Well, it's Voldemort.
Voldemort.
You just said Dumbledore.
Was it? No, say Voldemort.
No, you said Dumbledore. But anyway, it's just so. The point is like we get how powerful Voldemort was.
Yeah. He
actually is affecting the planet because he exists.
Yes.
That's pretty powerful. Like,
well,
not many people can say that.
They say how powerful this new this guy is.
But you never
in the click paper.
Yeah, but you never get an example though.
No, it didn't have a real example.
It's actually like, at least in Harry Potter, you had a reason for why that was, because Voldemort died, or he had his shit fucked up by Harry through magic. So of course you're not going to see the main villain until he comes back. And then, but when he comes back, shit goes off. He starts blowing up bridges and shit. That shows you how powerful he is, right? Here we just have him pretending to be an Irishman. Fucking with kids the whole time, and then at the very end he throws a car at someone. It's like, okay, and then like at the very end he starts like shooting people with the wand. It looks like they're gonna all get murdered, and I thought he was going to it, and I was like, that would be cool.
Captured by the fucking
gets captured
by the Fantastic Beasts,
by a bat demon,
and then somehow the maker know who he was and who he actually is, and then just bring his wand and then dispel his spell to take him back
his hidden spell.
Johnny Depp.
Now that's just bad. That's just like
it's just history before you, right?
Is that
you
true?
Know,
okay, maybe because like, oh well, Dumbledore knows his lover the best, right? So he's like, oh, he has a signature whatever when he does his spelling or whatever. But it's just like they're never gonna tell us. This is my biggest gripe with anything. It's there's so much going on in the plot. They're never gonna tell you what's
Until
happening.
next movie, maybe.
Not even then. Like it'll be hinted at, but
Yeah.
they'll just be like, you know what's going on. Just fill in the blanks in your head, and people will do it. And that's what angers me, because it's like it doesn't take that much to just feed a little bit of information. Like I always enjoy movies. Like the movies that I go back to often in my head are the ones that they don't tell you a lot, but they feed you without telling you. You know, there's
Like
shit. There's shit in the background.
Like what movies?
Like Guardians of the Galaxy. We don't need to learn every single character's backstory immediately. We don't need to know why they're doing, or we know why they're doing what they're doing. Every character has motive, but they don't need to stand there and monologue to us why they're doing what they're doing. It just happens. You're just going along with it. You're part of the journey. There's shit in the background. You're like, that looks interesting. They never explain it, but it's there. If you want to go find this shit out for yourself, you look it up. Hey, look, there's actually history on this shit. It exists. They thought about it. But they didn't think, oh, we gotta stuff it down your goddamn face because you're too fucking stupid to understand unless we tell you 100 times. And in this one, it just like... They didn't tell you anything, but they didn't... It wasn't like, oh, it's just in the background and you can figure it out for yourself. They assumed you know everything. And that's just as bad as assuming your audience is stupid. Assuming your audience knows everything. It's the other side of the spectrum. It's just like, no, they've watched Harry Potter. They know all that shit. We don't need to explain anything. Just let's just go. It's just as bad. Because, like, you're gonna get a person who doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and they're just gonna assume, okay, this is all magic shit.
So, will you watch the next movie?
I'll have to see the trailers. Because
Those
if the plot is
is
just
the main
as...
character not interesting enough for you to go back?
I will say I didn't like the main character.
Why?
He's like, they made him awkward. They make him goofy. They tried to make him like the Doctor in Doctor Who, I think, with his tendencies.
Because
he's
the character, this actor, his most famous role is Steve Hawking.
That guy.
Yes.
Okay.
He even got Oscar for it.
Well, my problem is he didn't have much character at all in this movie. Like, you could replace him with literally anybody else and it wouldn't change much.
Really? His awkwardness is coming from there.
So what? So what? Anybody can be awkward.
Talking about what? They have the worst female lead character in this fucking movie.
Well, it's not...
She's not the lead character, for being honest.
The problem is she doesn't do anything. She
literally just caused everything worse.
She's literally the tattletale of the movie. Like... Any movie you see where the person just is like the brown noser, the person who's like, oh, I'll get him, I love you. She's that, and she never redeems herself ever.
Supposedly, those two plot things, she is mainly involved with the fantastic, the about the beast, following the main character.
Not even. She doesn't even.
She's
really
just trying
care.
to catch him, right?
Yeah, she just wants him to get in trouble.
But somehow they want to make she have a little relationship with the other side story. So she supposedly has a backstory with the key turning to the black things.
Yeah.
So she saved him before.
But you get that through a scene in which we cannot understand what's happening at that moment because she's going to be murdered, like execution.
Execute.
And that's more important in our heads. We're not like, look at the little bubbles of her past life. We don't give a shit about that. She's about to die. and that's the time they use to explain, oh yeah, she knows the kid.
And there's only connection with she and the other side story, and really not doing too well.
Like here's the thing: they never have a scene where they sit down and they get to know each other.
No,
not once. The only people
when they have the dinner. Dinner scene. That's
cool. He's standing in the corner and trying to run away the whole time.
Oh yeah, he did.
So no, he's not. interacting with them or
The
having
only
fun.
one has sit down and have good interaction with Queenie, her sister, and the normal non-magic
They
guy.
have a better relationship
Way
than the main
better.
characters do.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense to you watching it because they
Yeah.
introduce it that way.
Yes.
Because they're like at the end, like this is like the normie and the sisters magic girl get back together, and you're like, good, yeah, that makes sense to me.
I wish the main character is him, and then he has next movie, and
This is the sad part. I don't think we're gonna see him until like the last movie.
I don't know that maybe have. Because next movie he is going to adventure for other place as according
He's in
to what I see.
England or something, right?
Somewhere else to find another beast.
He's gonna go to Africa.
Somewhere.
Heart
I
of
forget,
Darkness.
according to what I watch on the YouTube. So next one is not even in America. So I don't think she will return. Maybe she wants.
Nobody's gonna return. It's just gonna be him.
Johnny Depp will come back.
Oh yeah, Johnny Depp will totally come back. Somehow he escapes.
So I don't know.
Because magic. And
But
shit.
I do like the main.
Maybe he'll
character,
meet.
he's fine.
Maybe he'll meet Dumbledore.
Of course, I like the non-magic guy way more. But as a main character, he's more like in this story structure. It's more like 007. He's in the next adventure.
But he's
instead
not
of
007
He's
though.
not.
He's just an awkward douche. But it's literally just a conservationist. That's all he's playing in this movie. He's just like, no, not my animals. My animals are my babies. It's like, what about the rest of the world, motherfucker?
Well, he has the some relationship, something didn't resolve back in the Hogwarts.
Which no one gives a shit about because we only care about what's happening when you tell us something. That's how stories work.
Yeah.
That's how character works.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about your make-believe girlfriend. I care more about the hawk that you
the
release.
fly away. Oh, that's good.
Not gonna cause problems.
Those beasts are so fun. Why they are not the main story? They just there for him to use to defeat bad guys. Or the
comedy. It's just there for him to fall over
comedy.
himself.
Like the Niffler, the fucking and Kena will steal fucking.
Steal money and shit and
That's
valuables.
so cute. So,
But it's
why
all
don't
for
you focus on
comedy.
them?
It's comedy and then slapstick humor.
Why the main story need to be about Wizard World? I know
Because
why.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Because the Chosen One.
got the chosen one. That's the main reason they want to watch the rest of Harry Potter movie because I'm tired of the chosen one thing.
I like the magic. I didn't like the politics.
I thought this movie would be good because they are focused on the magical things.
Yeah, this is before all that shit,
Yeah,
right?
and we still get magic work.
In fact, we get more, which is like, oh, because you get to see the inner workings in the United States version, and it sucks. It sucks.
This is gonna be kind of fun because
It's not interesting at all. The stupid mechanical buildings were boring as shit. I saw that.
Oh my god!
I saw that in an earlier Harry Potter movie, and I'm like, it's the same thing. It's not even different. There's not even an American version of magic. Apparently, it's just
it's just controversy.
It's just stupid clockwork.
Oh yeah,
Clockwork bullshit. I don't care about that. Have
So
eagles flying around. Have red light. Have fireworks bursting all over the fucking place. America, motherfuckers! Do you even know how to America? Have buffaloes running through the damn
they
thing.
Are British people, so they probably don't get.
This is a big issue. It's just like if you're gonna make fun of America, do it. Make it fun.
Do you think making fun of Americans is a good way to go? Have you forget?
They were.
Have you forget the debacle from the fucking series, the Assassin's Creed series?
There was no debacle with that.
They started making fun of the American
They did.
history, and it's not doing too well because
It did. They made their money. They were able to make. They were able to make 4.
3. It's not that good. It
doesn't matter.
Until Unity come out, and then
Doesn't matter. They fucked up the French Revolution even more. The French are pissed off about that? No.
Well, they are French.
Well,
it's a French company.
They're Canadian French. It doesn't count.
No, the studio was making, but Ubisoft is still French.
Well, still, that's even worse, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because they weren't even trying to make fun of their country. They just fucked it up.
I didn't play that game. Well, anyway, so let's say I guess
I just want to have fun, guys. I don't want any more fucking Splinter Cell plots in my stupid magic movies. I'm tired of Risk the board game in my cartoon fantasies. Let me have fun. No,
They
no.
have glimpse of
Darkness.
Yes,
Badness.
We need more Johnny Depp for some reason.
I would love to have more Johnny Depp. Honestly.
To be Johnny Depp, he's not being Johnny Depp in that movie.
Well, he's not given a chance because
No.
the only thing he's allowed to do is
for like
get
2
his ass
minutes.
kicked. Oh, well, how do I play getting my ass kicked? Oh, well, I guess I'll just sit here and be intimidating.
Okay, I need to check the cooking. That's
All right, so this will be a short review. Thank God.
I think pretty long. It's like 45 minutes.
We usually go like 2 hours or some shit.
No, we've never been that long. Anyway.
But yeah, so it's a good movie.
It's okay
It just
movie.
needs to stop. It's serious, like
It's not going to stop.
and that's
You
why
can
I'm
tell.
sad.
Yeah.
Because I want to enjoy this movie, but of course, serious mode is serious.
We need a nice balance, which this movie didn't do.
And we're not gonna get one because it's gonna be more like serious mode, even more, because terrorism and
it better
World War II.
The main character needs to.
When you
step
introduce
out.
World War II into anything, you're not gonna get joyous good times.
They still not get into World War II until like 2-3 movies later.
But it's gonna happen.
So long that once they step into Germany, it's not going.
It's
to
over.
Yeah.
Like it's depression from then on out.
Oh yeah, depression. The Great Depression is going to happen.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. This was
The
before
Great Depression. Where to fight them?
This was before the Great Depression. Well, no, they won't be in America when that happens.
Well, Great Depression did hit everywhere. It just started in America.
I know, but it hurt us the most. But all right, whatever. I should just talk about history. It's more interesting than fucking movies. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.